Okay. So I think it has been super important that we have talked about how the teachers can influence you in a good way or in a bad way to continue the studies, that sometimes they don't care or they don't listen when we're having problems at school or at home also, that influences and make me think or doubt about continuing the study. So it's very important that the people that is around uh, are creating a good environment so I continue, right? So I want to ask you, if you know someone who might think about dropping out of school, which advice can we give him so he could have the best outcome? So, si tenemos a alguien, si conocemos a alguien que está pensando dejar la escuela, no quiere seguir estudiando, ¿qué consejo le podemos dar para que pues, no le vaya mal después de esa decisión que tome? ¿Cuál será la mejor decisión? ¿Qué consejo podríamos darle?
Si alguien quiere dejar la escuela, mi consejo es que no la deje, porque te cierras muchas puertas y aparte, ahora mismo hoy en día no puedes aspirar a nada sin tener estudios. Y le daría el consejo de que tenga paciencia, que todo es difícil, pero el día de mañana lo agradecerá.
So, to continue study, that's the clue. Because if you don't continue the studies, then you won't have a great time. But you need to have patience, because even though there are... ¿Qué dijiste? Que tenemos que tener paciencia.
Sí. Porque todo cuesta, pero que el día de mañana se agradecerá.
Okay, so even though today we're in the hardships, then it will pay off in the future. So we will see in the future the rewards of the efforts that we're making today to continue studying. Yes?
Yes.
Something else to add? ¿Algo más para agregar?
No.
What would be your advice?
Pues yo creo que los estudios son una llave bastante importante para abrirte muchas puertas, como por ejemplo a la hora de trabajar, a la hora de tener una vida pues normal, como por ejemplo aprender a hacer cosas que en clase o en cualquier sitio no te enseñan. En clase te enseñan cosas como a leer, a escribir y a cosas así, y son importantes para tu vida cotidiana.
Okay, so you're telling me that they should continue, right? Because studies are like a key that opens doors, so opens opportunities. And what you learn in class will help you in life.
In
yes?
life, in life,
In life.
and in the job and
In the social life, maybe? Because you're saying like it's not only read and write, yes? It's more than that. Yeah?
por ejemplo, esos son unos ejemplos, pero las matemáticas también ayudan y muchas cosas como la geografía y cosas así.
Okay, so some of the topics are important in life, like mathematics, geography. Now you're in another country, so probably you checked before you came here and you realize this is a different culture. Yes? Okay. ¿Tú qué piensas?
Porque los estudios son buenos y que pueden enviarte a trabajar a otros países, como por ejemplo la ciberseguridad, cambiar piezas de los robots de fábricas, programar los robots de las fábricas. Todo eso, estudios más o menos son de informática.
Okay, so he's saying that it's important to continue studying because it will also give you opportunities maybe of working abroad. So perhaps you could work in technology,
Yes.
maybe be working with the computers or with the machines. Yes?
Yes.
So it opens doors to get jobs anywhere. Te abre las puertas para conseguir trabajo.
Sí. Por ejemplo, eso es un trabajo ahora no muy pedido, pero el futuro será muy importante.
La
Porque
tecnología.
Sí, porque cada día los robots ocupan más espacio en las fábricas y hacen que la producción sea más alta.
Okay, so because the robotics is now in the future, yes?
Yes.
So it's important maybe for preparing for this kind of.
Sí.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I like everything that you guys were saying. Like, as to have, as you say, also patience and like to see that the end result. To try to see the end result. Like, okay, you're putting in all this work and all this effort, but it's gonna pay out later. Right? It's gonna pay off later, and also like, yeah, as he said, like. With internet and with artificial intelligence and all these computer stuff, it's like you can really work from anywhere, and you can connect with people from all over the world. You can work with software. You can work with all of these stuff or with technology if you're into that. But also, I think the social aspect and the aspect of being able to communicate, because I feel like the communication is really important as well. Like, even I think even like writing and reading is really important, but communicating, like being able to get your point across and being able to talk with other people, and as you say, going to other places. Like, if you're guys from Spain, you're coming to Sweden now, and you're able to, maybe from a little bit of the information from school, you're able to maybe communicate with the people from a different culture, like that's here in Sweden, and we can communicate and we can exchange different cultural differences, but also similarities we have. Like, for example, he like some stuff with hip hop, like graffiti and maybe like some rapping and stuff. And like, even though we don't talk the same language, we can still like bond over that. We can like, oh, show me that, and oh, that's cool. Like, even though we don't talk the same language, we can draw and we can use art or music as a tool to bridge the gap from our like languages and stuff. So I feel like yeah, as an advice to go to the advice to stay in school for younger people, I would say like try to be committed and try to put in the effort, because as you say, it's gonna pay out later. But also think about the things you're learning in school. You can also take that information and make it like what you want to make out of it. You can change it a little bit. So like, okay, I'm learning this, but I see how I can use this in another way, you know? So if I'm learning Swedish and language or science, maybe I'm not going to be a scientist, but I can still use the things they're teaching, like, okay, how to write something and prepare an experiment. Maybe I can use that in a different way in my life when I'm gonna, for example, think about, okay, what's gonna happen if I do this in a situation. If I'm, try to think about it in a broader aspect. But yeah, so stay committed, and you can use the information in your own way. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Is there something else to add? No? I think just to close this podcast, I want you to tell me, how do you say thank you and goodbye in Swedish?
All right. Du säger tack så mycket och hej då. Tack för podcasten. Yeah.
Le pregunté que cómo se dice
En sueco.
gracias a Dios en sueco. ¿Se lo
Gracias.
entendieron?
Sí, sí, eso sí.
Sí.
Eso sí.
How do you say it in Spanish? Like, thank you and
Muchas gracias
muchas
Adiós.
gracias.
y adiós.
Gracias.
Adiós. And then thank you for the podcast. But
Gracias por el podcast.
gracias
Por el podcast.
por la podcast.
Cats.
Sí. Y así.
Nice. Gracias.
Thank you.
A vosotros.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adiós.
Gracias.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Bye.
Adiós.